Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's Rebella, and yes, I am back with another makeup tutorial, my very first one for 2017. And yeah, it's gonna be a great one because I have the Tarte Pro Amazonian clay palette, and I absolutely love this palette. This is going to be a first impressions because I have not used this palette yet, and this is what I created. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, please keep on watching. Okay beauties, going right into our Tarte Pro palette, we are going to take the shade Classic, which is this very nice nudie shade. We are going to take it on a flat, dense brush and pack that all over our lid as our transition shade. Now taking the shade Innocent on the same palette, I'm taking my ColourPop blending brush and I'm going to apply Innocent all over my crease. You want to pack on the Innocent shade a few times just to really get the shade you are trying to achieve. So I'm going to go in a few times with this shade and just blend. Remember to blend, okay? Okay, going into the same palette, we are taking this nice chocolatey shade. It's called Edgy. We are taking another blending brush, dabbing that onto our brush, and going right on top of Innocent, just to really deepen up that crease. So now going into the shade Whimsy. Here, it's a very nice little orangey, I want to say brick color. We are going to take another blending brush, dabbing the Whimsy shade on there, and we are just going to blend both of the chocolate shade and the Indian. Where did that come from? And the Innocent shade together. Now that we marry those colors together and everything is nice and blended, we are going to take Trendy. Look how beautiful that color is, that blue. I picked it up on my brush and it's just so pretty. I was so excited to use it. It was one of the colors that really just popped out at me when I saw this palette. I was like, I need that color because I don't have anything like this in my collection currently. So yeah, I needed this. So we are going to take this shade Trendy and we are going to apply it right on our lid. I did want to let you guys know that I did have to spray my brush with a little setting spray just to really get Trendy to really pop. So I wet my brush and then packed on more of the Trendy shade on top. I do have a lot of fallout, but that's why I did my eyes first, so that way I can take a makeup remover wipe and just wipe that all away when I'm done. So I want to take the shade Minx, I want to say it's called, and it's the shade right above Trendy. I also wet my brush for this and I packed it on my another flat brush, and I want to create a halo effect on my eye. So I'm only going to apply that shade on like the middle of my eyeball type of situation, just to create that halo effect on my eye because I thought it was just so pretty, So I'm just going to go towards the middle of my eye, creating a nice little halo effect. So it's kind of like goes into the blue with that purpley, pinky tone, and then right back to the blue and darkens out. Now that you created the halo effect, I still have fallout under my eye. I don't want to clean it until I create my wing and remove the tape. So taking any liquid eyeliner that you may have, I use sometimes gel, I sometimes use a felt pen, whatever you may have at hand, whatever is your favorite eyeliner, of course, use it. I am using the LA Colors Ultimate Eyeliner today in the shade Black. So I'm going to take, you know, my little wand here and go and create my wing. So you can create a little thin wing, a thick wing. Me, I'm kind of dramatic because I'm a dramatic person in general. So of course I'm going to create a dramatic wing. I would suggest a dramatic wing with this look, of course, because the colors are very bold and you just want your eyes to really stand out. Now taking the shade Vintage in the Pro palette, we are going to go right under our brow bone to really lighten that up, to really bring this look all together. I do not want to put a highlight under my brow bone like I normally do because I do not want to take away from the metallic shades that I have going on my lid. So we're just going to make everything very simple up top because, you know, it's popping on the bottom. So just cleaning that up a bit right under the brow bone, and it just still highlights that brow bone as well. So doing the same effect, just not with all that glitz. Okay, now that I am done with my eyes, well, almost done with my eyes, I'm going to my face. I'm going to prime my face with my Wet n Wild Coverall primer. And we're just going to dab that all over our face to really just prime it. Me, I like to pat a little more than just rubbing, so that way it just really covers my pores. Put that all around. Now, because I have really bad dark circles, I'm going to put some Wet n Wild's Come Correct Fergie Edition concealer, and I'm putting that on before I apply my foundation. I noticed that with me, it does kind of hide my circles a little bit more than just putting on foundation then concealer on top. Like, I do that again, but I find that doing the step before that really helps me with my dark circle problem. So if you are someone that is struggling with dark circles, I kind of recommend that you try to apply the concealer, a really good concealer, before the foundation, then apply the foundation, then conceal one more time. So if that works for you, let me know, comment down below, but I noticed it works for me. So I took my small beauty blender and I took the point side and just pressed down that concealer, not rubbed, pressed it down so it could really just set into my face and conceal them dark bags that I got. So you can see it's helping. You can tell the difference, and I don't even have foundation on yet. So you can see how that just really brightened up my under eye a lot. So try it out, guys. Let me know what you think. Now taking my foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 330, which is the caramel taffy or taffy caramel. So I'm going to dab that all over. Like, just take my fingers, because I use my hands for everything. I sometimes use the back of my beauty blender and dab away. Now going in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, I am concealing my eyes. Going into, you know, a little kind of rectangular motion all up in my face. That's how I usually do it. And just highlight all my high points on the bridge of my nose, because I kind of like to highlight my nose just a bit. I have a big old nose. It's kind of difficult to highlight this sucker, but hey, we'll make it work. And yeah, now we're gonna go in with our booty blender and go in and blend this in. Now taking a flat brush and a translucent powder, I'm going to bake that concealer under my eye so everything can just be flawless. And just bake. I don't like to bake too long because I do have dry skin around my T-zone. I'm very patchy, so not too much. Just enough to really keep that concealer in place all day. Now with the rest of the powder, I am going to set my face as well. So just going in with the powder and setting whatever you have other than the bakeness under your eye, because that we're just gonna let it sit for a second. But with everything else, the remaining bit of powder that you have on your pan, just bake, not bake, but just, you know, pat that powder in and set it in place. Now that I have let that powder sit for a few minutes, I'm going to dust that off and brush that away from my eyes. And whatever bit is around my face, just dust that off. Now taking my Pro Concealer, LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze, I'm going to contour using this shade and just kind of contour a little bit of my nose, something that I normally don't do, but hey, what the heck, let's do it today. So taking my beauty blender, I'm going to blend this cream contour out. Okay, now taking my WetnWild Coloricon bronzer, I'm going to pat that on my brush, and I'm going to bronze out my face. Okay, now taking my e.l.f. Blush and contour palette in the shade Fiji-Matte, I'm going to take the brown shade on that palette and just kind of chisel out my cheeks a little bit more. And then taking the blush on the same palette, I'm going to blush my cheeks. Now taking my Profusion highlighting palette, I'm going in to this shade on the left, my right, your left, I don't know. We're taking that shade and we're taking our fan brush and we're just going to highlight. Yes. such a very nice subtle highlight. I don't want something too crazy because I want my eyes to really speak for themselves. So I'm not going too dark or like crazy pigmented on the highlight. It's a very nice neutral tone highlight to really bring everything together. So what I'm going to do is bring that blue shade down to my bottom lash line, not my waterline. I'm going to put that below that. So I'm taking the same brush that I used to apply it on my lid. And I'm bringing that right down to my waterline, below my waterline, I should say, to really bring the look together and smoke it out in a way, you know? So guys, I applied some mascara and I applied some falsies. Also, I'm wearing J.Lash lashes in the number JG43, and they're really pretty. Aren't they gorge? So now to finish up the look, I'm going in with my lips, and I'm going to use the Jordana Rose Crush lip liner to line my lips. Now to go on top with the Kylie Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Candy K. I'm going to apply that all over my lips. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys had fun watching this tutorial. I did. I love my Tarteist Pro Amazonian Clay palette. I can't stress enough how awesome it is. The colors, the pigmentation, everything. It's just gorgeous. And if you guys recreate this look, please let me know down below. Comment, thumbs it up, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.